What's up, everyone? It's me, Gio, from Robinhood Investing with Gio. Thanks for joining me. If you guys happen to enjoy this content, consider subscribing, liking the video. I greatly appreciate it. Now let's get into the video. Today's video I wanted to discuss was about the current $65 million lawsuit that's happening to Robinhood and what my thoughts are going forward on the platform, if I'm going to continue to have my money in Robinhood or am I going to be switching brokerages. So in case you guys aren't familiar with the lawsuit, there is currently a lawsuit being filed by Massachusetts, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, about how they broke 5 rules, Robinhood, 4 or 5 rules of things of misleading investors. I believe the first one was how they were doing aggressive marketing strategies. In other words, they were basically kind of like luring younger people by doing kind of like targeting them and like just making it people that don't have investing experience, putting them on the platform and just to get them to sign up to Robinhood. Another thing is like that they're getting like sued for is because of the structure of Robinhood. Any of you that were not in the market back in March, which when it just so happens that's when the market crashed, and it also had its biggest rally also in March. During, I think it was March 2nd, there was the biggest rally in the stock market history that had happened, and Robinhood had gone through an outage, and it caused a lot of people, especially the people that were in options trades, to lose a whole lot of money. I mean, like hundreds of thousands of dollars. It caused a lot of people to get upset and file lawsuits against Robinhood. So one of the things that this FCC filing is addressing is that they have not fixed that problem, because that was a huge headline in the news. You guys can go check back on March 2nd when they had the outage. I mean, it was massive news. But the thing is, FCC is saying that ever since then, they still have had several outages. In fact, personally, I'm not on Robinhood all the time, so I can't really say, but they say that they had 70 outages in this year alone, which is a hell of a lot of outages if you're going to trust the company to hold your money. But yeah, that's another one that they're being sued for. Another thing is they're kind of like making, they're being sued because they're making investing a form of a casino. By just in general, if you're on your phone and you ever buy a stock, you ever notice that it kind of like confetti pops out and it's like a little celebration. It makes it kind of like gambling in a way. You've been to Vegas or just the slot machines, you notice like every time you win, you see the money like flying on the screen, and it just makes you feel good and it's addicting. So they made investing that kind of way, which the FCC is saying is kind of like you're like it's a fine line between gambling and investing, and they're crossing it. And another thing is the whole thing about how people that are starting off and doing options, you need to have a certain amount of money and a tolerance risk and agreements in order to do options, and they didn't have that to begin with. There were a lot of very, very young people that are being targeted, and they jump right into options, and it's caused a big debacle. I mean, I think there's another big story that happened about a young guy that he committed suicide because he thought he lost a bunch of money on Robinhood, and I think he was on all margin. So I think he logged in one day and he had like $700,000. And again, this was a young, inexperienced person. The FCC saying that Robinhood is targeting those kind of people. But overall, yeah, that's a rundown of what's happening and how they're getting sued. But what are my thoughts? What am I going to be doing going forward? Personally, for me, I love Robinhood. I mean, I'm not a day trader. I'm not a swing trader for the most part. If I do a trade, it's usually I'll do an options play that they're usually months out. There's not a whole lot of volume in them. I'm not super. I don't do high risk plays. I mean, I do occasional swing trades, but personally, I just don't put a whole lot of like risky moves in my portfolio. And I actually love the platform. Honestly, I'm going to continue to use it, and I'm not really worried about this lawsuit. I mean, there's a lot of things that they can fix. As far as I'm concerned, I continue to enjoy investing there, and the experience, the interface on Robinhood is that's probably the biggest draw for most young people, and also people that just like Robinhood in general, is the interface. It's easy to manage. Webull, I've tried Webills and M1 Finance. M1 Finance looks a little bit too bland and boring. Webull is a little bit more complex with the charts, and not to say that it just doesn't look like, I guess it has that nice appeal to it, Robinhood, and it's easier just to look at the chart and it's like, okay, I see where I'm at. But yeah, for me, I'm going to continue holding on to it. And yeah, call me crazy, but any of you that are not aware, Robinhood is actually going to do an IPO in the first quarter of 2021. And I plan to probably invest in that as well. I think that Robinhood is basically the pioneer of no commission fee trading, and I think they're going to improve. All these lawsuits are just going to cause them to fix their security systems, and eventually I think they'll get better. But what do you guys think? What are you going to be doing? Are you switching Robinhood? Are you getting a second brokerage account just because you're fed up with Robinhood's inconsistencies? Let me know in the comments. So if you guys enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Thanks again. Again, my name is Gio, and take care, everyone. See ya.